Hello, what is up, everyone? How are we all doing today? Just going to take down. How are we all doing today? Who's excited for this month's training? I am so excited because I have something that I been working on. So I am so excited to share that with you today. So before we get started, I'm just going to do a bit of housekeeping and say hello. So if let me know where you're watching from. Are you able to see me, hear me clearly? Just making sure everything is working and all good. Let me know in the chat where you guys watching from because I'm able to read the chats. I'm able to see what's happening and get your responses. So I am live on YouTube and Facebook page as well. So if you're watching from Facebook or you're watching the replay or are you watching me live, please let me know in the comments below and let's get started. I think so far so good. I think so far so good, yeah. I am so excited for today's training. I've been working on this training for a while now. I've been working on this surprise that I'll be sharing with you later on today for a while now, and I've been testing it because one of the questions I get a lot is about clients and how we attract clients and then retain, because that's the most important thing that we can in our business is our clients coming back. So it's not just getting new clients, but it's how to get clients coming back as well. So just before I continue, just gonna share my screen. So has everything been good for you? Let me know what has been happening in your business, because I'd love to hear what's been the the gossip that's been happening, because we are in winter right now. I know most of the majority of you are in summer, but it is freezing in Melbourne in the last couple of weeks, and I'm like, I've got the heater on and I've got jackets. I'm indoors and I'm completely freezing my butt off here in Melbourne. So just gonna share, making sure. All right, are you able to see the screen? So one of the topics that has been rotating around the beauty industry is, I've got clients, so why aren't clients coming back? And a lot of my students say to me, Anna, my clients aren't coming back. I think my work isn't great, or I need to do more. I need to learn more of this. I need to learn more of that. And sometimes it's so simple as it's not about your work at all. It's something else. So before we do get into the training, I just thought I'll say hello to everyone that has not met me. Welcome to today's training. I'm glad you're here today. If you have not met me, my name's Anna. I help solo artists and beauty artists attract clients and build a sustainable business from home. I built my beauty business from home as a solo artist through a lot of trial and error, but I grew my business to six figures. Of course, very booked out, very busy, and now I help solo artists build their home business as well. And that's the same roadmap that I teach inside my community, which is the Passion to Profit Accelerator inside school. But today we are diving into more of a topic that a lot of you probably been wondering what you're doing wrong, where you're going wrong, how to retain those clients, because you're attracting clients If you haven't watched my previous lives, go in on YouTube and watch the previous lives, because I share the journey of how you can get clients, where to find clients. And now this month's topic is how to retain clients and how to stay on top of it. So why aren't your clients coming back? And more importantly, what can you do? What can you actually do about it to get comfortable in getting talking to the clients and making sure the clients are coming back on a regular basis, because that is where your business actually survives. Whether you survive or not is where how to get your clients coming back. So I'm just going to make sure I'm sharing. All right. I think you all can see me. Just going to make sure. Yep. Okay. I'm just making sure everything's in front of me. All right. So before we dive in, so welcome again. I want you to know that you are in the right place today. If you've had a client sit in your chair, they love what you do, they walk out so happy. And then what happens? On the way out, they say, yeah, I'll see you again in 3 weeks, 4 weeks' time. And they hug you, they say goodbye, but then you never hear from them again. Like, I don't know. I've experienced that. Let me know who has experienced that in their journey, in their business. You've met clients, you click with them, you bond with them, you gel well with them. But then something happens along in between them leaving the appointment and them never coming back. So something happened in between. If that's happened to you, drop in the comments and let me know if that has happened to you, because I'm sure it has happened. Hello. Where are you from? I'm just reading the chats. Hi, Megan. Where am I from? I'm from Australia. We are live here in Australia. So, hi, Megan. Yeah, so again, let me tell you one thing. It's not your skill. It's got nothing to do with your skill. I will share with you today. Most clients, most of the time, clients don't come back not because of you. Um, you know, there are other reasons. If you place yourself in the client's position, sometimes you love that person, you love that thing, you love what the service that you got, but something happened along the way that you just didn't get to come back or remember to come back for the service. And the thing is, as a business owner, there's a fixable gap. There is something that you can do as a business owner to get our clients coming back, and making sure we stay on top of it to make sure that they come back to us. And every single of those gaps can be closed. And this is what I'm going to help you with today. I want to share with you the gaps and how to make sure that you fix those gaps and make sure that the clients are coming back. And that's what we're covering in today's session. So yeah, if you have experienced any of that, please let me know, because I will share with you what we can do about it. And here's the roadmap that we are covering today. We are covering the reality check, the gaps, and what clients really need in our business. We're going to start with the reality check, because the reasons clients really leave are probably not what you think. Then we're going to, once we cover the reality check, we're going to go through, look at the 5 gaps that are costing artists clientele. And then from there, we will talk about clients, what clients really need to get them to come back, to keep them coming back, which goes deeper than just great results. Because you can be a great artist, nail tech, lash artist, but we need as a business owner, we need to wear our business hat and understand what gets them to what get clients to come back. I'll give you 5 simple fixes that you can start today. This is where the excitement comes from, because I have been working on a tool to help my students. So I thought I'll share with you as well. So I'll be gifting this tool, getting you guys to try it out. Give me feedback to improve that tool, and use it on a regular basis and give me feedback about it, because it'll be something, I haven't launched it yet. So this is only to you guys that I'm sharing it. And yeah, that's something I'll be sharing with you later on. It's something that will help to get your clients, understand, manage your client retention. So why does this matter? I want to take a moment and let's dive in and talk about why this actually matters. Getting clients to come back. Why does it matter? Because you might think, oh, I'll just get new clients. Is that right? But here's the thing. Getting new clients is exciting, but it's also expensive. And I'm talking about expensive in terms of time and energy to get clients, because we're building trust with a new client. We are earning, it's not that easy to build trust, because it takes multiple touch points to actually get clients to understand, know you, feel you, trust you about your business, you and your business. So keeping the clients you already have, that is where the relationship bond and trust happens. So it is, I think it costs 5 times less to retain a client than finding a new one. So that means research shows that research shows that 68% of clients leave a business simply because they felt unappreciated. So give me a hands up if you are guilty of that, because in my early days I was guilty of that, not understanding how to value your clients as well. And it is harder, much harder, to get new clients than to keep your existing clients and nurture them to get them to come back. And a lot of them leave not because of a skill, because they felt they didn't matter, or you probably didn't give the service, or probably they forgot. Yeah, a lot of the times as well. So one loyal client who loves you, who loves what you do, can refer you 3 to 5 new people just through word of mouth. And if you have not leveraged the power of word of mouth marketing, you need to, because one client can bring you multiple clients, because clients will trust their friend more than someone they've just seen online. So you are building a business to grow itself just by word of mouth marketing, and utilize word of mouth marketing. So part 1, this is the reality check. Assumption versus truth. All right, let's start. The reality check. Because I want to challenge something that most beauty artists believe when a client doesn't come back. What do you usually say to yourself? What do you usually say? Is it my price? Is my price too high? That's one of the mistakes. Often the assumptions that we make, when a client goes quiet, we tend to think it's my price, it's my work. We think of the worst scenarios. Is that right? So we think they must have not liked me. They didn't like my business, or my price is too high, or they found someone cheaper. We think something's wrong straight away. We think we did something wrong, or they just didn't like us anymore. But I want you to look at this on a different perspective. Most of the time, clients probably just forgot. They just forgot to rebook, or they just found someone in the out of convenience when they were shopping, and then they just happened to drop by another shop, and nobody followed up. We as business owner, we need, it's so important to follow up on every single client of ours. Okay. um, a lot of the client experience, a lot of the time also it was a great experience, but it felt like a transaction rather than a relationship. And I've said this so many times, as a business, as a solo artist, we get our most of our clients through word of mouth and relationship building. And it's so important because we don't get walk-ins. We purely base our client appointments through via appointment bookings only, because we don't have walk-ins. We're not based in a shopping center where people we have foot traffic. So a lot of the times we will rely solely purely on clients word of mouth and the relationship building that we built with our clients. And that's what gets them to come back. So as you can see, a lot of it, every single time that they don't come back, it's just maybe because we didn't do something. The good news is that every single one of these can change. The client experience can be changed, um, follow-ups can be changed, and all of this can be changed. So what's the biggest mindset shift I want you to really really think about? Client loss is a system issue and not a personal issue. So here's what I mean. Stop seeing a client loss as a personal rejection and start seeing it as a system problem. So that means you need a system um, to get them to client to come back. I know it's easier said than done, because when someone doesn't come back, it feels like they are saying something about you as a person. You become defensive, and you think of the worst things ever. So most of the time they are just living their busy lives, and no one's made it easier for them to book. That's it. Or stay connected. And I stay connected to my clients, and I'm telling you, even clients that are past clients, I still stay very very connected with them, either through social media, um, or just in personal, through DMs or phone calls as well. So I'm very connected with my past previous clients as well. So most of the time they are just living their busy lives, and no one made it easier. No one's made it easier for them to stay connected with you. So when you have a system in place, retention stops being something you cross your fingers and hope for, but it becomes something you actively manage. And this is completely different feeling. Systems can be built, feelings can't always be controlled. So let's build this system together. So the gap. So the 5 gaps that's costing you clients. Um, these 5 silent reasons clients drift away, and most artists don't even realize they have these gaps. Um, one, the rebooking gap. This is when you leave it completely up to the client to decide when they want to come back. Raise your hands if you've been guilty of that. You feel bad asking them to book, so you just let them book on their terms. Tell me who's been guilty of that. Because this is when you there is no prompt, no conversation, no invitation. They love the service, but they walk out the door without the next appointment. And that's it. So I want you, as a rebooking strategy, I want you to make sure before the client leaves, book in their next appointment. Get them to put it in their calendar straight away, because everyone lead such a busy life these days, a lot going on. And if you let them walk out without booking your next appointment, it's pretty much letting them go and not seeing them again. Chances are, unless they've been a regular client of yours. But again, all my regular clients, as soon as they leave the door, I make sure that I book them straight away. I book them in straight away, and um, they know. And a lot of the times I've booked them, especially from now till like coming to Christmas. I am booking them in all the way to New Year, from now to all the way to New Year. I've got my hair appointments booked all the way till next year, after New Year. So that's how advanced I am. So in my appointments as well as my client's appointment as well. Um, the follow-up gap. The next one's a follow-up gap. So no contact between appointments as well. So one, the rebooking gap when they leave, and then the next one is there's no follow-up. There is no touch point between appointments. So no check-ins, no message, nothing. Out of sight really means out of mind. Like you have not given them something to remember you by, they might not remember you to actually bring up. The next one is the experience gap. So this is the technical work was great, but the emotional connection wasn't strong enough to make them feel they want to come back to you. So you need to create that experience for your clients so that they want to come back. They remember you. Simple things as having music in the background, having their favorite playlist, their mood. What mood? Like asking them, what mood are you in, or what kind of music you want to play in the background. Something as simple as that can be really, really good for client experience. Or just simple things as remembering what they like, remembering their birthdays, what they talked about in the last last appointment. It's actually really important. The next one up is our communication gap. So clients generally don't know when they're due for the next appointment, or what they should be booking next, or what they need, what services they need. They're not experts. You're the nail, lash, beauty expert. So you know what they need. If you see something that they need, let them know. We need to guide them. We need to guide them from, like, okay, you need lashes, your brows need done. Your brows need doing as well. You see that their nails need refilling. So you tell them, hey, I think your nails are due for refills. Do you want to get them done today? I've got a spare appointment today. So you want to be able to communicate with them, build that bond, build that relationship that they trust. You're not salesy. You're actually communicating with them exactly what they need. So that's giving them something that they need, not pushy. You're not being pushy and being salesy at the same time. Next up, we've got the visibility gap. So again, in between appointments, you have completely disappeared from their world. No contact, no check-ins, no presence. They don't see you on social media. You have not been posting on social media. You have not given them any educational content or relatable content as well to stay them on top of mind. And when they start thinking about booking someone, your name doesn't come up, not on top of mind, because you have not shown up on their feed, or you have not contacted them. So any of these gaps that's costing, we want to make sure we block these gaps. Let me know how many of these gaps, how many of these mistakes has currently have in your business right now. I want you to be honest. I really want you to be honest. So just let me check if there's any questions so far. So okay, so continue. I'll continue. Oh. Where am I up to? Okay. What clients actually need? Client loyalty. So let's walk through what clients really need. This is something that took me a while to fully understand, what a client really needs, and the trust and the loyalty. and what gets me results. It is what gets someone in the door the first time, but it is not what keeps them coming back. What keeps clients coming back to you and is how you make them feel. It's not about the service. It's not how many services you're offering in your business. I've got like 10 different nail services. I do gel-X, I do acrylics, I do SNS. Clients don't come back for what services you buy, because sometimes you offer one service only, and that's enough for clients to come back to you over and over again. With me, I used to offer waxing, nails, lashes, facials, pedis, manis, everything. And I now compact it down to lash and nails, just simple lash and nails. Those two main services that I do. Clients need to feel seen and remembered. They want to feel special. Clients feel that they connect with you because you've made them feel special, not just as a booking in your diary, but as a person. When you remember their daughter's name or what they talked to you about in the last appointment, if you remember their son or daughter just started school, or what they have the big event coming up, you ask about the next visit, they feel that you connect with them, and they feel important, that you remember about all of that. And that is what helps us stand out as an artist, as a solo artist. Because, when clients walk in into a salon at the, mall, shopping center, they feel like they're just a number. And I want you to think about this. How many times has a client say to you, I don't like walking in to those salons. I liked a home salon because of the experience that they feel, because they feel like they're an actual person, that we connect with them. We give them the service. They come in and they're not just a number, and it's not what do you call it? What are they? I think they're something conveyor belt. They call it a conveyor belt, where this person comes in, does the nail tip, moves on, and then the next person comes in and does the tips, moves on, and they feel like they're just a number. They also need to know when they are due back. So sometimes they don't know. So it's your job to let them know when they're due to come back as well. Be their reminder, be their support, be their trust. I think a lot of people come to nail appointments or lash appointments, and we feel like we also are therapists to them as well, because they dump all their issues, and they talk. And a lot of mums, I feel like a lot of mums, they don't have much time to themselves at all. And having a beauty appointment, it's their time away from their family and kids, and they relax and they just want to vent. They just need to vent out, and it just makes them feel better. You don't even need to do anything. You don't even need to solve any of their problems, but they just listen, just be a friend and listen to them. And the clients feel so much better, like, from the appointment. I don't know how many of you guys have actually experienced that, when a client just comes in and you're a therapist to them, and they feel like coming to you just makes their day better. And just the chat, the talk, the girl talk, it just makes them feel so much better in a lot of ways. Yeah. So clients need to trust not just your hands for your expertise or your genuine care, but your genuine care and trust is what they're actually looking for. They need the whole appointment to feel like they look forward to this ritual that you do, to make them feel confident, happy, excited. And we want to really focus on those feelings that we help the clients feel, that gets them to come back. Okay, not just a task that they tick off the list, but a ritual that they come back forward to. So trust, building on shared experience and trust, is also very important as well. So now the simple fixes. What are the simple fixes that we can fix in our business? One, rebook before they leave. This is what I've touched on before. Um, Check in messages and personalize visits. Make sure you personalize. So rebook before leaving. So you want to encourage your clients to schedule the next appointment before they leave. Um, this is really, really important. You can say something like, so I'd love to get you locked in for the next fill. Are you a morning person or afternoon person? Let them know what what would be great. um, what would suit them to get them to come back. The conversation is part of the service, and I want you to get comfortable talking and communicating with your clients. Don't feel shy. Don't feel like you have to do so much. It's just talking to a friend. Just take it like you're talking to a friend. Usually, it depends on the service. You might book them 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, or 4 weeks after their appointments is actually a good time. Something like, or you can send them a message as soon as they leave. But I feel if they're there in front of you, it's different. If they're there, then I'll book in the next appointment. But if say you've forgotten, then you can send them a message and say something like, "Hey, Anna, just thinking of you. How are your lashes, nails holding up?" That's it. Just a quick conversation after the appointment, and then you can build that up on that, saying like, do you want to book in now? In 3 weeks' time, do you want to book in 3 weeks' time? Because since now we're on this topic, so you don't forget, something like that. But make it very, very casual. And I promise you, this approach works so much. Works so much. It keeps me on top of everything with my clients. The next one is a check-in messages, um, which you like. I was saying before, but just checking in messages on how they, how are your lashes, how are your nails. Just checking in. It makes the client feel that you're thinking of them. For a brand new client, I always check in 24 hours after I send them a message, and just checking in on them, saying, how are your lashes? Are there any, uncomfortable, anything uncomfortable, or any allergies all of a sudden rising up, or how are your nails going? I always check within that 24-hour window. It doesn't make it feel salesy. It makes you feel like a conversation with a friend. So it's really, really important. Next up, you've got personalize the visit. Um, I would take notes on all my clients and just remember certain things about their lifestyle, what their preferences, what they like, what they don't like. Loves red nails or something like that. Uses this number color the most. Or I've got a client that loves red, Big Apple red from OPI. She uses it throughout the year, like no other color besides that color. So something like that, it personalizes the client's experience as well. You can ask them like, how was your Bali trip, or how was your trip from Thailand, or things like that. It makes them feel really, really good. Next up, um, simple. Here we go. Next one is use client notes. So for clients' notes, keeping detailed notes on clients' preferences allows you to tailor each visit, creating a personalized experience that fosters loyalty and ensures clients feel valued. This is, like making notes like this. Like I said, it's just the same as like knowing that when their birthday is coming up, when their kids are graduating or things like that. It makes them very, very personalized. What to say? What do you say when you reach out? No pressure. You can reach out just clients who haven't returned. Hey, I've noticed I haven't seen you in a while. I would love to catch up with you when you're free next. Just simple as that. How have you been? How are the kids? You must have been busy lately. How are things? Just very casual. You're a business owner, but at the same time, you're running a solo business. As in, like, you want to build a relationship business. It's not just like just a client in and out, coming in the door. If they feel that they're just a number, then well, they're not going to value you as you're just the same artist as all the other people that they've seen. Okay. Rebooking tracker. This is the number one thing that is so important. I had a tracker. If when I started out, I would have a client. I would say like a client form that I would keep notes. It was by hand back then, like back 20 years ago. It wasn't digital. We didn't have digital, and I would have notes on all my clients in my phone. There's a notes section on the clients. I would have like clients and their notes about what they're doing, their birthdays, or certain things that they like. I'll have it in their notes, and it's so important. Like nowadays, you have like a digital tracker that you can track all the clients, and this is the whole purpose of me sharing today's training with you as well. But a rebooking tracker helps to monitor client appointments, follow-ups, keeping you on top of your client as well. Retention. um, Building the retention habits. So what are the retention habits? Weekly routine. So I want you to start building this routine of retention. Now, retention is not something you do once and forget about it. It is a weekly practice. um, Here's what a booked up artist routine looks like. Every week they open their tracker, check who is overdue, send 2 or 3 personal messages, checking up on them. It's not a just personal notes, not a broadcast to everyone. I want you to think of it like checking in on your clients that you're not seen for a while. And I know how hard it is if you are fully booked out and you've got like 50 clients to manage. It can get quite hard. To stay on top of your clients. So personal ones. They also review. We also review the last week's appointments while the conversation is still fresh and update their client notes. This is the difference between being reactive and being proactive. So reactive is sitting and hoping for your clients to come back. Proactive, being proactive is knowing exactly who needs to book, who needs a nudge before they book someone else. Okay. Staying on top of your clients, knowing who's coming, who's due for the next appointment, and making sure they book you. We are on top of their mind. Stay on top of mind. And here's the mindset shift around capacity that I want you to sit with. You do not need hundreds of clients to have a fully booked diary. I'll repeat that. You do not need hundreds of clients to have a fully booked diary. All right. Thirdly, uh, I mean, sorry, 30 loyal clients who rebook every 3 weeks. So every 3 is already completely full diary, because you think about it, if you're going to take 4 or 5 clients a day, it's not a big number. It's ideal. It's an ideal number. Loyal client base is absolutely within your reach. Okay, so you only need 20 to 30 clients, and you'll pretty much have a full diary. Okay. Um, Depth of relationship will always beat breadth of audience. So you don't need a lot of clients, but you need the right clients that you want to attract in your business as well. Okay. Right. So now this is the exciting part. I have been creating. Just let me see. Before I continue, I'm just gonna see if there's any questions. So, is there any questions that you may have? Let me know. So especially for this live, I just want to show you what I've been creating, working in the background. So as you can see, this is my client tracker that I've created. Now, I wish I had this when I started my business. Like it would have, I swear, it would have like completely changed the way I do things, the way I manage my clients. So as you can see, let me zoom in a little bit. All right, so can you see? All right, so what this tracker does is, so for example, it tells me the total number of clients, how many follow-ups I need this week, how many is due this week, and how many is on track. And you've got to also add clients here, so you can add your clients here, their information, their birthday, or the last visit, and their services. And I've added some services that you can add in here. Yeah, you can also add services in here, where they referred you, or where they referred you from, or how they found you. What So yeah, so what happens is, in your customer list every week you would check this tracker, and you'll know. So for example, this client Camille, it's lapsed. I'll click on the get message, and you'll have a prompt message here that you can just copy and send it to them straight away, or you can make an edit to this message and send them away. Also, you can edit, up here is managed services. So if you can see in the managed services, I have got a list of services that's already done for you. You can edit them, or you can delete whatever makes you happy. You can play around with it. And as you can see with the volume set, I've set it for every 3 weeks. So every 3 weeks, it will update you on what it needs, which client is due for refills. So for example, I've got nails as well. So nails refill. So every 3 weeks, nail refill, you can write whether it's gel X or acrylics or whatever, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and it will give you an it will let you know when they're due. That way, if you've got like 30, 40 clients, you don't need to stay on top. This tracker actually will stay on top for you. So like I've got, say, I can click on due this week. So when I click on due this week, how many sorry, overdue, no one's overdue, due soon. Here, this is the people that are due soon. So I know that they came 20 days ago for volume set. This person came 20 days ago for volume set. She's she's coming for 12 visits. So Priya is due soon as well. 10 days ago she came in, so that means every 2 weeks. So that's another 4 days she'll be coming, and she's been here for 7 visits. I've also labeled clients that have come multiple times. They will be classified as your VIP. Okay. So anyone that's come back many times as a VIP. So yeah, this tracker is what I wish I had when I started my business. I wish I had a tracker like this starting my business. Now, I created this tracker. It's still very new. I haven't given it to anyone to use yet. However, I am gifting this to anyone that is watching the live, that's joining me live, or replay as well. You can get in contact with me. I've got two what do you got? How should I say it? I've got 2 versions. One, you can use, test it out, play it out. This tool does not save any personal information. I do not have access to any of the personal information that you use on it. I've got two versions of it. One version, you can actually just play around with it and see what you like. What you give me feedback on what it is that you would actually, what you liked about it, what you didn't like about it, because it's still active. So as I'm still improving it, I'm still improving this tool. So you give me feedback. It won't save. That's the first version. The second version of it, also, you'll be able to save. Like let me explain. Just let me share that again. Okay. So as you can see, in the top right, you've got save backup and load backup. So what this means is when you save the backup, it will save on your device. So meaning it will save on your phone, or if you're using it on your desktop, it will save on your desktop. And then you load backup. So load back the copy that you saved last time will come back up. So it does not store any data. What it means, it doesn't store any data as well. I don't have access to any of the data. It will be saved on your device. Now, this version, I'm only gifting it to anyone that's inside my community as well. But for anyone else that wants to just play around with it, I'm happy to give you the other version, the free version of it. But unless you're in my community inside school, you can access, I will be giving out, but only for people that DM me, send me a direct DM if they want the full version, the one that you're able to save as well. So let me know. I'm so excited because I have been working on this tracker for a while now. I've played around with it. I've used it on my clients, and just seeing if it's actually working, and it gives me updates on what it needs. But I'm excited to share that with you because I'm really proud of it, because I used to use just a normal tracker, like a spreadsheet tracker. But this one is the next step up, because it gives me, it shows me who's due. I don't need to press the date. I just give them the date of when it was, and it works out 3 weeks, 4 weeks time. I can, manage the services, add in, edit the services. So I'm just, yeah, I'm very proud because I created this tracker. So I'm quite happy, which I wish I had this tracker when I was, running the business. But anyway, if you have any questions, let me know. This is the tracker. I'm telling you, this is the tracker that you need in your business, because it will help you stay on top of it so much, on top of your clientele so much. So, yep, you saw the features, appointment tracking, the rebooking reminders, and also the follow-up, the personal notes as well. Click on those personal notes, copy it, and send it away. So, yeah, we've got the client tracker. This one. So, why does this tracker matter? This tracker, why is it important? Because it increases client retention. It helps with your client retention, enhances personal connection, because you remember when they're due next, and you're proactive in your communication, organize workflows, and improve appointment management as well. This is it's beyond like just appointment, because it's just a tracker. It is the tracker actually, to improve your client retention. So let me know. Go inside the community and let me know you've watched. Make a post that you've watched the live, you've watched this month's Let's Talk Beauty, and we head inside the school community. And this is the school community here. You head inside there right now and send me a DM and say you watched the live and you would like access to the tracker, and I will send them to you for free. And I can't wait. I actually can't wait for you to start using it, and let me know how you go. And in coming the next coming, I'll be hosting a challenge as well, a social media challenge where I'll be participating with everyone as well. So it won't be just you doing it, but I will be doing it daily, tracking our metrics, our views, and grow our Instagram account. So if you are excited, follow along my journey, as well, and we'll be doing as I announce the challenge coming up. And I have some exciting tools that I've created as well, for you inside the challenge as well. Any questions? Have we got any questions for today? Comment below if you're excited to use the tracker. I'm really excited. I can't wait. I can't wait to hear the feedback. I want to hear the feedback of, what, how it works in your business, whether it's helpful in your business as well, staying on top, like how what everyone. Oh, yes, it also works on mobile or your desktop or your laptop. But just a quick note that if you use on your mobile, you'll only access it on your mobile, meaning that you can't use on your mobile and then go to your desktop and access it, because it downloaded on when you saved it. It's saved on your mobile phone, not, yeah, because it's not an app. This is just a tracker that I created. So it's not an app where you can download it and then sync it desktop and phone. So because it doesn't save any data, I don't have access to the data. Once again, I make it clear. It's not an app, so I'm not a developer at all. So I just created this tool to help you guys manage your clients in your business. That's it. Okay. But yeah, I'm excited. So let me know what you is there anything else, any more? I think just, yeah, there's nothing else. No more questions. I will let you go, and I will see you in next month's live. And can't wait to announce the challenge, the 7-day challenge, the social media challenge. But more on it soon. I'll talk to you then. Have a great day. Bye.